Hello, this is A Automotive Reviews. And today we have here is the 2021 Toyota Supra. And the first thing I want to say is thank you guys for coming to this channel. And thanks for your sharing, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for liking this. Remember the thumbs up button. And thanks for everything. You guys are extra special people. Today we have here the 2021 Toyota Supra. Now, the 2021 Toyota Supra costs $43,985. And it's an awesome car. It gets a 10 out of 10. As far as performance, handling, luxury, it's awesome. Now, it's smooth and powerful inline-six. It's a blast to drive. It's got a nicely finished cabin. And the lows, the manual transmission is not available. And it's difficult to get out and difficult to get in. And there's a lot of big blind spots in this car. So you got to be ready for it. Now, the revived version of the Japanese automotive legend has BMW bones. But, you know what? It's quite good. Pay no mind to the fact that the 2021 Toyota Supra shares much of its chassis and powertrain with the BMW Z4. It offers its own distinct personality and an utter blast to drive. Now, two different turbocharged powertrains, an inline-four and an inline-six, are on offer, both of which drive the rear wheels through the 8-speed automatic transmission. We know a 6-speed manual would be preferable. To be honest, this automatic does an excellent job changing gears crispy and responding quickly to the Supra's pedal shifters. Want a convertible? Then you'll have to get the Z4. The Supra is available only as a coupe. Its snug cabin, while not the right size for every driver, is nicely finished, but in our opinion, it relies too heavily on BMW switchgear and materials, but the materials are top-notch. And it's not plasticky, and is well put together, and is a lot better put together than Toyota. But before we get into this, let's take a look at some of these pics, folks. Now, what's new? Now, what's new actually for the 2021 model? Well, there's a lot to be had, and a lot to change. But for the 2021 model, there's only 1 year went by since the Toyota Supra been introduced. And on a car turbocharged 3.0 inline-six, dialing up horsepower from 335 to 382, to help the Supra broaden its reach, the company has also added a 4-cylinder model to the lineup, which is powered by a turbocharged 2.0 inline-four that makes 255 horsepower. The range-topping A91 Special Edition comes standard with a 6-cylinder engine and adds a host of appearance items to the interior and exterior to differentiate it from the regular Supra model. Last year, the standard 6.5-inch infotainment screen is gone. The larger 8.8-inch display is now standard across the lineup. So the Supra 2.0 is at $45,000, and the Supra 3.0 is an estimated $52,000. The Supra 3.0 Premium is $55,000, and the Supra A91 Edition is $57,000. Although there's a little driving motion loss with the new 4-cylinder Supra 2.0, we can't speak of its value proposition, as pricing has yet to be released. We can predict that the inline-six will be worth the cost of the upgrade, and we'll skip the driver assist packages and add adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane center assist. That's more annoying than useful. With the purchase of a Supra comes a 1-year membership to the National Auto Sports Association and complimentary day at a high-performance driving event. The money saved by not optioning the driver assistance package will be wisely spent on additional track time and spare tires. Now, engine and transmission and performance. All supermodels come with an 8-speed automatic transmission and offered only with rear-wheel drive. Now, at the test track, the long-term 2020 Supra laid down some seriously impressive acceleration numbers. 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, 0 to 100 in 9.5 seconds. That puts it in the league against the Chevy Camaro, the Porsche Cayman GTS, and the BMW M2 competition. In fact, it's even quicker than the vaulted fourth generation Supra that was powered by a sequential turbocharged inline-six with 320 horsepower. It's a shame that the manual transmission is not available, but hope isn't completely lost. It's rumored that the Supra will gain a stick later in this production run. Despite its performance potential, the Supra suspension is forgiving enough to drive daily. Its steering is accurate, nicely weighted, and direct, which enhances its fun-to-drive personality. The lower-priced four-cylinder model is new for the 2021, but it hasn't been tested yet. But with the Turbo 4 under the hood, the super German cousin, the Z4, managed 5 seconds up to 60 miles per hour. So we can sort of anticipate the same thing with this baby. Now, the fuel and economy in real-world miles per gallon. Now, with more horsepower, the fuel economy rating for the 2021 Supra 3.0 is a slight hit, but it still earns 30 miles per gallon highway in 22 city and 25 miles combined. That's more efficient than the Camaro, the Cayman GTS, and the M2. On a 200-mile test run that car and driver did, they got 34 miles per gallon. So we have an awesome setup here. Everything about the Supra is definitely nice, but still, fake vents, run throughout the whole vehicle. It looks nice though, however. All the different angles. It's got a great setup. I really like the reverse light. It's that F1 type of light in the back. The exhaust tips are definitely nice too. You have the nice rubber, and you have the nice braking system. Red calipers, Michelin tires. Now we get into the four-banger. Not much has changed as far as appearance on the outside. With the four-banger and the six-banger, if you're not a novice, you really wouldn't notice. Actually, the fake vents and everything run prevalent on the Supra. But it's definitely nice. It got a great appearance and a great presence. Definitely, the hood, the roof is definitely nice with the two bumps in it for more interior space. Now, the driver-focused cockpit is tight, and although the double bubble roof, which we saw earlier, provides some additional headroom, the tallest driver will feel pinched. Now, cargo space is cramped, but the cargo area assessed the hatchback should be roomy enough for a couple of duffel bags, a week worth of groceries for two, and maybe even a set of golf clubs, depending on the bulkiness of the bag. In the testing, we managed to fit 4 carry-on suitcases behind the rear seat. Toyota's interior is shared with the Z4, so those familiar with BMW switchgear and infotainment controls will feel right at home. The nice seats. Now, speaking of infotainment, the Supra central display, which is what we see right here, is an 8.8-inch unit with a very lightly reskinned version of the BMW latest iDrive interface. A digital gauge display, which is another carryover piece from BMW, and we can see that here because we just passed it. Power spin, and it's standard across the whole range. Navigation and Apple CarPlay capability are both available, but Android Auto is an offer. Now, 12-speed JBL audio system is optional, but you can expect a standard 10-speaker audio system would be enough for most buyers considering the size of the Supra interior. Now, as far as safety and driver assistance systems, the Supra hasn't been tested by the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration or Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Toyota offers a host of driver assistance features as standard across the Supra lineup, including automated emergency braking. Additional features such as depth of cruise control, blind spot monitoring can be added in driver assistance packages for $1,195. Key safety features include the emergency braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure warning, and the standard automatic high beam headlamps. Now, although it shares much of the Z4, the Supra offers slightly longer powertrain coverage, but falls behind from BMW with a shorter limited warranty and complimentary scheduled maintenance plan. They have a 3-year, 36,000 miles, and the powertrain is 5-year, 60,000 miles. And the complimentary schedule plan is for 2 years or 25,000 miles. So at least it has it. That's definitely nice. The radio, everything about this is just, to me, it's just sharp. It's a lot better than, I think it actually is a lot better than Toyota. You know, the gear is BMW, and BMW does a doggone fine job with their interiors. So I think it's a plus. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's a plus. It was a great mix for Toyota and BMW to join together. Definitely sharp. Front engine, rear wheel drive, 2-passenger, 2-door hatchback. 52,000. Base price $51,945. Of course, we're talking about the engine turbocharged, dual overhead, cam 24 valve inline-six aluminum block, and direct fuel injection. 382 at 6,500, and the torque is 368 at 1,800, basically just 1,800. 8-speed automatic transmission, suspension struts multi-links, and the same thing with the vented disc brakes. 13, you have in the front 13.7 inches vented disc, and you have 13-inch vented disc in the back. Of course, the Michelin Pilot Super Sport, and it looks like the F Series. Now, of course, we can go over all the dimensions. You guys are all familiar with that. And as far as economy, they observe 22 miles per gallon at 75 miles per hour highway speed, 34 miles per gallon highway range. Basically, driving is 34 miles per gallon. Highway range is 460. You'll be able to do 460 miles on a full tank of gas. So there you have it. But however, the if you vouch for the this right here is just the sports auto stop and start. You have the traction control. You know, it's got a nice setup. That carbon fiber inlays and everything. Everything is structurally nice. You don't have to worry about stuff falling apart. Everything looks like it's well put together. I can't recall hearing any complaints about the Supra as far as the interior. I thought I heard somebody say something about the cup holder once, but I don't know what specifically happened with the cup holder. That's your cargo space that you have. It's quite tight, but you can fit some duffel bags in there. Again, this is the this right here. I'm just trying to figure out. This is the engine cover for the 4-cylinder engine. As you can see, you really can't see much. And of course, you have the radar and the motion sensors and all that. This is the GR. This beautiful blue color, as you can see. Nice yellow color. This is the GR Supra. In the different colors. You can even get a closer look. Now, the Toyota updated the 2021 Supra with the new 255 horsepower based engine, with stand on its own merits, assuming the price is right, as you can tell. So what we're looking at is the Supra is good fun with 295 pound-feet of torque on the 2.0. That's at 1,550 RPMs. The 2.0 liter engine is brawly in its own way. 219 pound weight drop versus the 6. A diet that stems from both the cylinder removal and the smattering of good old-fashioned decontenting. For instance, the 4-cylinder model shares tires with the 6, 255s up front, 275s in the back, but the 4-cylinder car rolls on 18-inch wheels instead of 19s, which result in a little more sidewall for its Michelin Pilot, Super Sport summer tires. The brake rotors are slightly smaller, and the front calipers are single piston units versus the 6 4-piston clampers. Its seat adjusts manually rather than electrically. The standard sound system has 4 speakers instead of 6, 10 or 12, although the base model safety and technology package. The only real option is a 12-speaker JDL stereo and assorted electronic driver assistance systems. The 3.0 liter electronically controlled limited slip differential and adaptive dampers gets 86 D for the 2.0 duty. Speaking of which, the Supra's claimed 3,181 pound curb weight sounds trim until you consider the Toyota 86 weight around 2,800 pounds, and it has a back seat. Counterintuitively, the 2C Supra is a significantly larger car, being roughly 6 inches longer and 3 inches wider than the 86. So that's something to think about. And again, we talked about the 5 seconds up to 60 with the 2.0. That's what Toyota's claiming with the V-Box. And then that is basically, been V-Box tested, and it's been tested to be true. So there you have it, folks, the Toyota Supra. And this is AO Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And if no one told you this yet today, you are awesome. You are fantastic. And thanks for coming to this channel. And have a fantastic day and continue to think positive. Much love. AO Automotive Reviews.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.